Good morning, day 74. We wake up just where we went to sleep here at Harper's Point. The weather app indicates we're in Ripley, Tennessee. Ripley's not a river town, but that's probably the closest town to here. Getting an early start. It is, I don't know, about 7:20 in the AM, maybe 7:25. We have agreed to get on the river at 8, so I got to tear down my tent. I've got it all packed up inside. Just walking down here to put eyes on the canoe and make sure everything is as it should be. If not, I'll have to figure out what to do about that. But there it sits. Just as we left it. Maybe a little higher on the bank than we left it even. I don't know. It seemed pretty far out of the water. Maybe Jamie did some extra. Okay, it's not too often I get up in time to see the sunrise colors. We should have a little wind today. The temperature should be up to about 70, I think. Maybe I've got that wrong. It's about 50 degrees now, maybe a tick over. So it's a little cool. I've got 3 layers on my top that I was sleeping in addition to my bag. Tomorrow we're concerned about weather. We'll keep an eye on that, but for today we're trying to get some mileage. Just an early start, get out on it and get moving. Let that current work for us by putting in the time. So let's see what we can do. Day 74. There's a light on the horizon emanating from the bayou. It shouldn't be so surprising. Gotta get there before I come home to you. Day 74. We didn't do much exploration of this river monster last night that sits beside our campsite and will be sitting for some time, I fully expect. It's a floating factory of some kind. Those are big turning drums that I'm guessing get heated. Sounds like maybe making coke, not cocaine. But something's being heated and rolled. Something in the concrete process, maybe, or, well, I'm not sure. But something was worth moving this there to process it, rather than bringing the raw material somewhere else to process it. So they built this thing, and then it got forsaken, and here it sits. Day 74. Here sits Nurse up on the blanket. I have angled her down toward the water a little more, but already with just 2 bags in that stayed there overnight. She's a little weighty for one, so I'm gonna wait for Jamie to come down before trying to put her tail in the water. Then we can start loading, then we can start going. We might come very close to meeting our 8 a.m. target for put-in. It is now 10 till 8. Day 74, we did not quite make our goal of 8 o'clock. It's 12 minutes past 8 right now. We're about to push off. We're tied down. This is by far a new personal best for start times though, so we're gonna get some time on the river. Hopefully the wind won't be that bad. It's gonna be 11-mile-an-hour winds with 20-mile-an-hour gusts, so we're gonna try to dodge them with the tree line, I expect, based on side of the river. And just make some miles. Let the river do some work for us, do a little more work. Optimistically 60 miles, more realistically 50 something, but we're gonna get what we can and take out, and might be a 0 day tomorrow if the weather turns out to be as bad as it looks like it might be. So here we go, day 74. Day 74, we're passing a ferry. It doesn't seem to be active right now, but it seems to be prepared to be active. I don't know how long that ramp has been there. That could have been put in yesterday, or it could have been put in 8 years ago. But there it is. There's a truck there. I don't see any human activity. They also have some runoff. There's appears to be a culvert there that it's emanating from, just at the top of the bank. Might have rained or something, although we didn't get any rain. But yeah, interesting. We didn't know this ferry was a thing, but it appears to be a thing. Okay, ferry on. That's the Miss Elizabeth II. Day 74. We got a tow coming up on the outside of the channel. We got a tow coming down on the inside of the channel. And we're the meat and the sandwich, y'all. Look at us go. Out in the river, day 74. What you see before you is an island. Behind it is a little slough that passes right along the bank of Osceola, Arkansas. Now the slough might be dry. We weren't able to find it from the river. It used to be the main channel back when the state lines were established. So at this point, that island is actually part of Tennessee, according to the state lines, because it's on the eastern side of where the channel was at that time, even though the channel is now west of it. Anyway, Osceola is a potential stop today. We have either just camping on a sandbar situation. We were looking at a small establishment that is basically a bar out in the middle of the woods, but it doesn't look like it's called John's Boat Dock, but it doesn't appear to have a dock that's usable to us at this river stage. And Osceola is hard to get to, so none of these options is fantastic. There's some potential for a 0 day tomorrow, although from what Jamie has just seen, the weather looks like a little better prospect than we had seen yesterday. So anyway, we're weighing our options, and if we see a decent way to get into Osceola, we might take that. There you go. Long story short, we might wind up on the other side of that island here in a little bit. Otherwise, somewhere else. We'll see you then and let you know. I climbed a little bluff and found myself on the outskirts of Osceola, Arkansas. It was kind of an ordeal to climb this bluff, and it would be very difficult in the rain, which is an issue tomorrow. Our canoe is right here at the end of a fairly sizable slough that they keep open for industry, and there's some sort of trickly flow all through this area. This flow's heavier, I'm sure, when the water is up in the Mississippi, but now it's just a trickle. Groundwater, maybe even. Difficult decision to vote for here. I want to do it, but I don't like the idea of climbing down this in the mud. This is obviously just straight runoff. So, first things first, let's see how easy it is in the dry. Up is usually easier. Wish me luck. Osceola, Arkansas, day 74. This is where Mad Max comes to do his riverboat trading. Day 74. This is probably where we're stopping for the night. This is a beach just down from a nice public boat ramp that is about 3 miles distant from Osceola, Arkansas. I don't know if we'll be camping here or if we'll try to get into town. We haven't sorted out for sure if we're going to try to zero it tomorrow or make time. So we have some decisions to make, but regardless, Nurse is not going to spend the night far from here. We might bring her up further on the beach so she's not having the water lap at her. But aside from that, this is home for the night. Day 74.